where you've just needed a little extra light. Perhaps it's in those dark areas like you just saw in the cabinets, or perhaps you're in a situation where the power goes out. Obviously, as we're entering into some of the more tumultuous weather months, this is the time when you want to be fully prepared. This comes from SecureBrite. It's a set of 4 portable light bulbs, and it also comes with the remote, so you don't have to go reaching up nice and high for that bulb. You have the remote and you can just flip them on and flip them off. 3 easy payments of $7.71. You are getting a set of 4, so that breaks down to less than $6 each. And with this, you are, like I mentioned, getting that remote access so you can light up those dark hallways. Perhaps it's a basement, a closet, cabinetry, whatnot. Kylie Watts is here today bringing us home solutions for, gosh, a while now.
I know.
Wow.
Time
Oh my
flies.
goodness, over a decade?
Yes, time flies. It really does.
It really does. All right, well, welcome back.
Thanks.
You know what, I feel like saying thank you for helping us stay safe.
Yes.
Because have you ever had to walk into the basement down those dark stairs and it's kind of scary and a
won't
little
do
bit
it.
dangerous?
I won't do it.
I'm on board. Where I grew up, we didn't even have basements, so they all scare me. But anyway, let's talk about why we need this.
You're right. Well, light really is synonymous with safety, and this is a light bulb silhouette, but it's a battery operated light that you can control by turning it off and on with the remote or by touching it. So these can go all of the places in your home, like you said, cabinets and closets and areas where maybe you would like some more light, but you don't want to hire an electrician or someone to hardwire it. That's where these come in. They're 72 lumens, they're LED lights, so they're cool to the touch, and they're battery operated like we said. So 52 hours of runtime with 3 AAA batteries. So if you had a power outage, you could use one in multiple rooms and have light for over a week with just one use of the batteries.
That's incredible. You know, I think cool to the touch is actually really important. If you're putting this perhaps in a closet where you've got all your clothes in there and whatnot, it's nice to have that feature. And then obviously the remote makes this a winning combination.
That's right, yes. And so you can use this in kids' rooms, you can use this under cabinets. These aren't the traditional light bulbs that you screw into a light bulb socket. I just want to point that out.
It looks similar,
they
but
look
it's
very
different.
similar. But what's really cool about them is they have a removable base that magnetizes as well. So this base piece, you're getting 4 of these. We're giving you 3M tapes. You can put a 3M tape disc, or you see there's areas for screws if you want to mount them permanently. So you're able to mount them to a wall, mount them to a setting, but if you have a situation where you need to take the light with you, they completely remove as well. Remember, cool to the touch, so I can touch them and not worry about it whatsoever. But we have some around the set, so we can really kind of show you in a lifestyle situation why these lights are really nice to have.
If I needed to replace one, let's say I decided to screw it in and I just needed to replace one, would we come back and just pick one up at QVC.com, or just pick up a new set of 4 basically?
Oh yeah, well they're battery operated.
So you just change the battery.
You change the batteries.
God, that's
yes.
what I wanted to know.
Yes,
Okay,
you've
good.
seen them on the staircase here, and we can control them all via remote. So while we're down off of the set, I'm just hitting one touch of the button and you see those lights going off and on. The remote's just like a television remote where you want to point it right at the light itself and hit that button. So in a power outage, these are amazing because we have them in the cabinets and they look really beautiful. They kind of, give that uplighting in those areas, so you can use them as a decor piece. But to me, they're really, really great thing to have in those situations when the power would go out.
Well, it is interesting. I mean, that really does have a nice decor appeal to it. V36429 is the item number here. 3 easy payments available, $7 and change. And because you're taking home the set of 4 today, they run about $6 each, which is a really good value. So what I'm thinking is perhaps you're picking up more than one of these sets today. Think of all of the places. Do you have that, hey, I want to reach underneath the sink and reach, that perfect cleanser that I have? Oh, perfect, right there. My goodness, just like that. That could be a dark area, perhaps the stairwell. But this is for indoor use, right?
Yes, this is for indoor use. That's a great point to point out. You can use them out in like your sheds or garage areas as long as they're covered. You just don't want them out in inclement weather. But you're seeing right there, Amy grabbed it right off of the base where she had it mounted. You can magnetize them to, your breaker boards that are all metal if you have that power outage. So it's a really nice thing to have on hand. Closets and areas where it would be a fortune to hire an electrician to come in and give you that light. Now you have the ability to mount these lights via 3M tape or screws, but you also have the ability to use them with the remote too, which is awesome. Middle of the night, the little ones have to go to the bathroom, or maybe they're scared, they can hit one button and turn these on. So whether it's emergency, whether it's decor, you can never have too much light in your home, and having battery operated ones are awesome for power outages.
So for the batteries, it would be AAA batteries,
yes,
correct?
That's right.
Okay. Perfect.
3 AAA batteries. They go right in the base cap. We had them in the cabinets right there, one next to the plant. So they look really nice. There's something kind of very industrial about them being that light bulb silhouette, but remember, you're not screwing these into your traditional light bulb. They just carry that same silhouette.
I think they're a little bit even more elevated looking than just your traditional light bulb.
Right.
But it is, I think you're right, a nice industrial look to add, but really it's all about the convenience, and it's truly about the safety that this can provide, you and your family. I've been in that situation before where the power's gone out, you go to find the flashlight and it just doesn't work. And you're like, well, now what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go by candlelight? Well, where are the matches? Oh, I don't know where those are either. This is remote operated. You've obviously, you've already put them in places that you know will be helpful for later. And do we know runtime, or that's gonna be based on the batteries?
No, we do actually. So these are 72 lumens. So if you talk about candles, you have, it's like having 72 candles in the palm of your hand, and you are getting the set of 4. On the 3 AAA batteries, you're gonna get 52 hours of runtime. So if you ran these for, 7 hours a day, you would have over a week's worth of light in the situation where you had the power outage. You have the ability to turn them off and on just by hitting that button as well. And the remote is simple. It's literally off and on. That's it. So you can't mess it up. It's just like your television remote where you want to point it at the light and then turn it off and on.
Where's the button? Is this the button?
Yep, that's the button.
Okay, so here's that on-off button. There we go.
There you go. You just push it.
So that's nice if you wanted to keep it as like a little night light. I just had my parents visiting in town this weekend, and sometimes you might not think, okay, parents need a nightlight, but I really felt like I wanted to put one in my bathroom in case they had to get up in the middle of the night. They're navigating a home that they don't normally sleep in. I do have a dog. They could easily trip on the dog, that kind of thing. So I did put a little nightlight into the socket, but this would have been a great little solution.
It is.
Could have lit the whole pathway.
Light for any room of your house. Remember, cool to the touch LEDs, 72 lumens, and battery operated. So
perfect. And you're getting the set of 4. So V36429, over 100 picked up in the show today. Thanks, Kylie. All right, you got a little sneak peek of the Aero bed earlier. So my family and I, let's see, between us, we have 3 Aero beds. We